MCP helps build agents and complex workflows on top of LLMs. LLMs frequently need to integrate with data and tools, and MCP provides one, a growing list of pre-built integrations that your LLM can plug directly into. And I spoke about this in the last video. The flexibility to switch between LLM providers and vendors. Awesome. And best practices for securing your data within your infrastructure. So then we have a diagram at what's happening at the core. Here we have MCP host. So programs like Claude Desktop, IDEs, so code editors, AI tools that want access through the MCP. So something like NAN, one-click deploy. MCP clients, so protocol clients that maintain one-to-one connections with servers. So here, this is going to talk to this server. MCP servers, lightweight programs that expose specific capabilities through the standardized model context protocol. So that's literally the data that we're trying to access. Local data sources. So this is your computer files, any databases that you want to give it as context, and services that MCP servers can securely access. Then we have remote services, external systems available over the internet through APIs that the MCP server can connect to. Okay, so here it's giving us options as far as where we'd like to start. We have Claude Desktop, but we want to build our own MCP server. So here, to get started with your own server, to use Claude for desktop and other clients. In this tutorial, we'll build a simple MCP weather server and connect it to a host. Claude Desktop. We'll start with the base setup and then progress to more complex use cases, what we're building. Many LLMs do not currently have the ability to fetch the forecast and severe weather alerts. Let's use MCP to solve that. We'll build a server that exposes two tools, get alerts and get forecasts. Then we'll connect the server to an MCP host, in this case, Claude for Desktop. Awesome. Servers can connect to any client. We've chosen Claude for Desktop here for simplicity, but we also have guides on building your own client, which we love, as well as a list of other clients here. So core MCP concepts here, resources, file-like data that can be read by clients, awesome, tools, functions that can be called by the LLM, and then prompts, pre-written templates that help users accomplish specific tasks. Now we have different languages that are available to us. We have Python, Node, Java, Kotlin, and C#. They do have the code source here. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so here, so it looks like we have a function here that formats the alert. Here, we're connecting to the MCP instance. Now let's see where that came from. Okay, so that's coming from the model context protocol JavaScript library. And then there's another component of that library called Studio that we're also importing. Okay. Here it says making an NWS API request. Okay, user agent, cool. Okay, so this just looks like a regular API request. Here we have an interface breaking down the alert. Here we're formatting that alert. And then here we've got a few more interfaces. Then we've got the MCP server that we're instantiating, as we would with Express or any other library that we were to call in. Then we're using server.tool and we're giving it tools. Okay. All right, so then we start the server. We instantiate the Studio Server transport. We await for it to connect and pass it. Oh, no, we're using server here again. So server.connect, and we're passing that transport in there. Okay. That's it. So that seems pretty simple. Let's see if, so this is the client example here. So we're initializing Anthropic. Looks like an Anthropic-based chat, Claude-based chat. It's deciding which tools to use. Okay, that looks sweet. So we probably can just use that as the example, right? Why not? Here, I'm going to click on this. Great. So I'm going to download this here. Let's click on that. And I'll open that up and get started with you.